The year is 2026, and the Ocean Majesty continues to sail with a dignity that belongs to another era. In a world where modern cruise ships have grown into floating cities, complete with roller coasters, shopping malls, and sky parks, this ship represents something different. It carries not the promise of extravagance, but of intimacy. It is a reminder that the ocean itself is the true destination, and that travel at sea is not only about scale, but about soul. Her hull gleams white against the horizon, slender compared to the steel giants of today, but elegant in form. At just over 135 meters in length and carrying around 500 passengers, Ocean Majesty does not overwhelm the senses. Instead, it invites. As the sun strikes her decks, the ship glimmers like a memory preserved in motion. And when evening falls, soft lights ripple across the water, the glow of her decks reflecting against the waves like lanterns drifting across the sea. To see her at twilight is to witness the romance of seafaring distilled into a single silhouette. Stepping aboard is like entering a different rhythm of life. The decks are not crowded, space feels personal, almost private. Wooden planks carry the faint echoes of journeys past. The railings open to fresh breezes, where guests lean out to feel the spray of the ocean. On the upper deck, the pool sparkles beneath the sky, modest in size yet filled with laughter, with conversations that stretch as wide as the horizon. Sun loungers line the pool's edge, where some sip cocktails, others lose themselves in novels, and still others simply close their eyes and let the sea cradle them in silence. Unlike the chaos of mega ships, here there is peace earned by simplicity. Dining aboard the Ocean Majesty is its own kind of ritual. The restaurant glows with an old-world charm. Tables are dressed with crisp linens, waiters glide through aisles carrying dishes rich in flavor, and the atmosphere feels less like a business and more like a celebration of togetherness. Fresh seafood, Mediterranean staples, and classic European recipes dominate the menu, each meal prepared with care, not mass production. Dessert trays follow dinners with elegance, cakes layered with cream, fruits glazed with sweetness, coffees brewed strong and aromatic. Passengers dine not in vast halls, but in intimate spaces where conversations flow easily and strangers often leave as friends. Afternoons give way to quiet moments in tea lounges and piano bars. Here, melodies drift across the room, soft and unhurried, echoing the ship's philosophy: life need not be rushed. Passengers gather, not distracted by malls or endless activities, but immersed in the simple joys of being at sea. To sip tea as the sun lowers into the horizon, to hear the gentle playing of piano notes mixed with the sea's rhythm, this is the true heart of Ocean Majesty. The cabins carry this same spirit. They are not vast apartments like those found on modern ships, but comfortable, warm, and familiar. Wooden furnishings remind guests that they are on a ship, not a resort. From interior rooms to ocean view suites, each space is designed not for luxury alone, but for comfort and connection. Through cabin windows, the ocean whispers constantly, reminding passengers of the voyage they are part of. And in this simplicity lies a charm often lost in modern travel. The sea is never far, always present, always calling. Yet, beyond the design, it is the human touch that defines the Ocean Majesty. The crew is more than staff, they are companions on the journey. They remember names, preferences, and small details that turn service into care. A steward might greet a guest with their favorite morning drink before being asked. A cook might share stories of their homeland as meals are served. The bond between passenger and crew becomes part of the journey itself. It is in these connections that the Ocean Majesty transcends being only a ship and becomes a home. In moments of crisis too, Ocean Majesty has carried a different role. She has been repurposed in times of need for humanitarian missions, offering shelter, comfort, and resilience. This dual identity, of leisure and compassion, gives her a depth few ships possess. She is not only a vessel of travel but a vessel of humanity, proving that steel and engines can also carry love and responsibility. Inside, her interiors unfold in layers of quiet grandeur. The main lobby gleams with marble floors, polished wood, and warm lighting that welcomes all who enter. It is not vast, but it is elegant, like a small palace afloat on the water. The spa and wellness areas extend this atmosphere of care. Massage rooms echo with soft music, saunas invite tired bodies to rest, and the fitness room stretches out toward the horizon, its windows opening to endless seas. Here, health and peace are not obligations, but natural extensions of the voyage. Observation decks crown the ship, offering passengers the most intimate dialogue with the sea. Standing there, one feels suspended between sky and water, watching sunsets melt into waves, moonlight shimmering across ripples, or dawn breaking with quiet majesty. Couples stand hand in hand, photographers search for the perfect light, and dreamers close their eyes to absorb the infinity before them. For many, these are the moments of transformation, moments where the soul touches the immensity of creation. When day fades, the Ocean Majesty reveals yet another face. Lounges come alive with music and laughter. Bars sparkle with cocktails, glasses clink in celebration, and dance floors pulse softly beneath gentle lights. The nightlife aboard is not about grand performances or massive casinos. Instead, it is about intimacy, a pianist playing as couples sway, friends raising toasts, and conversations deepening into the night. Here, the spirit of celebration is warm, human, and unpretentious. Culture thrives aboard as well. Workshops, cooking classes, art sessions, and themed evenings transform the ship into a community of learning. Passengers exchange stories, recipes, songs, and dances, creating bonds that span languages and nations. On themed nights, flamenco might echo through the halls, or Mediterranean feasts might recreate the flavors of distant shores. In these gatherings, the ship becomes more than a vessel, it becomes a bridge between cultures. Yet safety remains constant. Lifeboats line the sides of the decks, ready and waiting, symbols of security. Crew members conduct drills with quiet efficiency, ensuring passengers feel prepared for any event. While guests laugh and celebrate, the ship never forgets its duty to protect. It is this balance, joy and safety, celebration and responsibility, that makes Ocean Majesty endure. Her voyages have been many, stretching across Mediterranean harbors, Atlantic coasts, and northern fjords. Each port brought its own flavor, its own memory. Barcelona with its golden architecture, Lisbon with its tiled streets, the Greek Isles with their whitewashed charm, all have been chapters in her story. Even in 2026, when her journeys may be fewer, the memories linger in the hearts of those who sailed. To travel aboard her was to taste the world, one port at a time. In recent years, the Ocean Majesty has also embraced the responsibility of sustainability. Cleaner fuel practices, recycling systems, and eco-conscious operations mark her adaptation to a changing world. She demonstrates that tradition does not mean stagnation, that even older ships can evolve with grace. By respecting the ocean she sails upon, she honors both her past and her future. And always, there have been celebrations. Weddings under starlit skies, anniversaries toasted against open horizons, birthdays marked by candlelight and laughter, these are the living memories that breathe within her decks. Holidays transform the ship into a festival of joy, music, and color, reminding passengers that life at sea is not just travel, but celebration. Fireworks have lit her skies, dances have filled her decks, and laughter has carried across her halls like the tide. Now, in 2026, the Ocean Majesty stands at a crossroads. Her legacy is secure, but her future is unwritten. Will she continue as a cruise liner, offering intimacy to those who seek something different from the crowded giants of today? Will she once more serve as a humanitarian refuge, giving shelter and hope in times of need? Or will she retire, preserved as a maritime monument, a reminder of elegance that must not be forgotten? Whatever her future, her essence remains unchanged. She is more than steel, wood, and engine. She is memory, tradition, resilience, and humanity. She is proof that the greatest journeys are not always the grandest, but the most heartfelt. Ocean Majesty 2026 sails not as the largest ship, nor the most modern, but as one of the most beloved. For those who have stood on her decks, gazed into the horizon, and felt the heartbeat of the ocean beneath their feet, she will never be forgotten. She is not simply a ship, she is majesty itself, carried forever upon the waves.